สนับสนุนโดยกรุงเทพประกันภัยสุดคุ้มชุด4โรคคลาสสิกโทร022858888เปปทีนขอเป็นกำลังใจให้ทุกคนประสบความสำเร็จในการสอบเปปทีนอยากให้ทุกคนมีความคิดดีๆทุกวันของขวัญที่ส่งถึงกันได้ทุกวันกิฟเฟอรีน Gifts for Life ธนาคาร CIMB ไทยรุดหน้าสู่อนาคต
วิถีชีวิตอย่างหนึ่งที่น่าสนใจมากของชนเผ่าพื้นเมืองที่อาศัยอยู่บนเกาะบอร์เนียวเมื่อประมาณสัก300 ปีที่แล้วนะคะก็คือการล่าหัวมนุษย์ค่ะและสำหรับที่ซาบานักรบที่มีชื่อเสียงมากที่สุดคนหนึ่งก็คือมอนโซเปียตที่เขามีชื่อเสียงมากก็เพราะว่าสามารถจะล่าหัวคนได้มากกว่าคนอื่นเขาล่าได้มากถึง42หัวด้วยกันค่ะ
เห็นแขวนอยู่เป็นราวแบบนี้คือกะโหลกมนุษย์จริงๆค่ะตกทอดกันมาตั้งแต่สมัยมอนโซเปียตคือราว300 ปีที่แล้วทุกหัวเมื่อได้มาจะต้องนำมาประกอบพิธีกรรมเพื่อให้วิญญาณของผู้ตายมาคุ้มครองหมู่บ้านและผลผลิตทางการเกษตรค่ะ
So this is the skull
ข้างบนศีรษะSo these skulls are around 300 years old.
Yes, correct. And this is actually placed in order. Like the first head was kept here is the first one over there, and right at the end over there. Yeah. And then you can see that a dry palm leaves will act as to give a comfort as like a pillow or blanket for the skull, you know. And that is also to protect the spirit here from the other spirit. And this is the house where every year the ritual ceremony was conducted. The priestess will come here, you know, they slaughter like white rooster and a lot of offering like betel nut and rice wine here. This is where they come and have a connection with the spirit.
Right here in this house?
This house, yeah. This is the photo of all my descendants. Or my auntie and grand, yeah. And this lady here, this is the fifth descendant of the warrior. Yeah.
Fifth descendant?
Fifth descendant.
You're the seventh
yeah.
descendant.
Yeah. And then now you can still see the sword of the warrior, which is we still have it, that used by Monsopet to take the heads. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, we still have the original. We only take it out during the ritual. Yeah. And now this house is taken care by my uncle. My uncle is the sixth descendant of the warrior. Yeah, I do not take care of in terms of spiritual. It must be taken care by somebody who is older and have a lot of knowledge with spiritual. Yeah.
Do you also learn all the rituals?
Yes, I learned about why it was conducted. The reason, but I could not understand because during the communication between the ritual specialist and the spirit, yeah, we call it a spirit language. But the audience, the people who could not understand, there must be another priestess who translate it.
ที่หมู่บ้านมอนโซเปียตปัจจุบันจัดเป็นหมู่บ้านวัฒนธรรมที่แสดงถึงรากเหง้าของชนเผ่าคาดาซันดำเนินการบริหารโดยทายาทรุ่นที่ 7 ของมอนโซเปียตที่นี่มีการแสดงพื้นเมืองและวิถีชีวิตวัฒนธรรมท้องถิ่น
When we say Monsopiet village, does the word Monsopiet actually refer to an area, to a village, or actually to a person?
It's the name of a person, but then now because he was used to be a person who defended the village. Even the name Monsepiad referred to a place where he grew up. He grew up in the village of Monsepiad. And then Monsepiad is a name of a person who defended the village from the enemy attack, which is in the past 300 years ago.
And this is exactly where
This
the
is
village
where
is.
he grew up. This is where he roamed for the past 300 years ago. And now, this Monsepiad village was built on the land where his base is. Because then again, most of his generation, a descendant, is still live in this area, where the village, Monsepiad Cultural Village, was situated now.
Among all the warriors, how come Monsopiad is the most famous?
First of all, Monsepiad is grandchildren of the headman at the village, and then before he became very famous, the village was oftenly attacked by the enemy. By 17 years old, he or they followed the headhunting party to go into a battlefield. He had his enemy head with him when he got back in the village. He's become very famous because during his lifetime, he had about 42 human heads. That is considered to be a great effort for a person. That's why he became famous.
Headhunting is a normal practice during back then?
It's not a normal practice, but it's a normal when there's a clash between tribes and tribes. In the past, like I say, we have about 32 different ethnic tribes here. Not just our tribe. Same goes to the other tribe. If we encroach to their land or territory, they will defend their village, you know. So usually it results by headhunting. When headhunting, that is only where the men usually show themselves that they're capable, to show them a man strong. In Sabah, every tribe, actually they live in their normal life, peaceful as a farmers. It's a very sensitive when there is encroachment to land, because people here are very territorial. And then headhunting was practiced. Headhunting resulting because we defend our village, and the same goes to the other tribes. A warrior and warrior, they know that if I won, I'm entitled to take your head. If you won, you're entitled. It's already understanding. Headhunting because of people showing that you are man enough to show your people, or if you want to get married, it becomes sometimes a dowry, the head itself. Actually, this is to show a man that you are capable enough to take care of the family. And another term is like you show your people that you're entitled to become a headman of this village or chief of the village, which is you must be capable to take at least few heads to show that a proof as a leader. Yeah,
Sounded like a very strong symbol,
a symbol.
right?
Yeah.
Among the people
Yeah.
back then.
And then another term is that they have this warrior responsible to go into a headhunting party. They go into the jungle, into the forest to look for a fight. So they take the heads to the village, and this skull is actually kept in the house for ritual purposes. Because in the past, they believe that when they take a head of a person, the person still unconscious. In this area, usually they'll conduct the ritual by 7 days and 7 nights. And then they have a priestess. Priestess, what we call a babahizan, a ritual specialist. They will conduct a ritual ceremony, which is to appease the spirit. And then the spirit will become adopt and then keep in our family house, like that. So every year, not just only that, we have to perform every year. The spirit will be the one who protected, or our storage for the rice is always protected from the pests like rats and insects who destroy our crops.
So basically, you have the enemy spirits to protect the village.
Yeah, but that's why if we have the enemy spirit, we don't just like, usually we hung it on the ceiling of our house or in our barn. We call it tangkob at the ceiling. We don't just put there and that's it. We have to have a ritual because they are part of your family. Even when first we bring the head here, we already have a big feast, a ritual.
And is this how the village used to look like, the houses?
The village now is a place for where people want to learn their roots, because not just about ritual here, but of course we have revived the culture like dancing, music, you know, and even the way of life of the Kadazan people in the past.
How much has the way of life changed so far with all the new modernism, buildings, and way of life coming in?
Actually, a lot, because it's not easy to keep the tradition when they come with the factor of the modernism.
Do descendants of Monsopiet still live in houses like that today?
No, most of them live in the modern way of life now.